Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we are going to ask the question whether or not the NPCs of the Great Tomb of Nezarec, as well as summons or pop monsters of the Great Tomb, could actually level up, or if this is impossible, and if so, why? But before we're going to do so, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's dive into the first part of the broader topic. The NPCs of the Great Tomb of Nezarec are, while many of them are not maxed level, unable to gain any more levels on their very own. This might seem strange until you take into account how the NPCs of the Great Tomb had been created in the first place. Every guild, even the smallest and weakest of them, still had a couple of hundreds of levels available to create custom NPCs. So you could make, for example, 100 level 1 NPCs or 1 level 100 NPC. But in order to prevent the players from simply making 100 level 1 NPCs that they then would take with them and power level in order to have, ultimately, an army of 100 level 100 servants, while just spending one level point on each of them, the NPCs, created with the custom levels of the Great Tomb of Nezarec, as well as any other guild, aren't able to level up. Though perhaps, with a world-class item like Ouroboros or 7 Colors Undivided, it could be that Ainz could simply remove the level cap of all the NPCs. This could even be part of the End of Overlord, where the NPCs would now be able to grow and develop far better than normal, as a reward for their loyal service. And maybe Wish Upon a Star, which itself is not a world-class item but an incredibly powerful spell, might remove the level cap of, let's say, somebody like Climb, or one of the NPCs Ainz actually cares about. But on the other hand, without any significant change in the fundamental laws that govern this world, they would not be able to gain any new levels. But at least they could mentally develop. For example, Cocytus at the start of Overlord saw himself as the sword guided by the supreme beings, without any initiative of its own, while during the 4th season, or volume 14, he came up with all sorts of strategies and tactics by himself. Which brings us to another kind of NPC, the so-called pop monster, that are also part of the Great Tomb of Nezarec. And like their name suggests, they simply just pop into existence at no extra cost, so they don't need to be revived once they are killed. In turn, they are also capped at level 30, and like the other NPCs of the Great Tomb, they also can't gain any new levels on their own. And even if they could, considering how easy it would be to be killed as a pop monster, it would also be rather ineffective to waste levels on these creatures. Next in line we have to take a look at summons, and that includes Ainz undead summons, the mercenary NPCs, such for example as the Hanzos, or Henry's Goblin Troop. And like the custom NPCs and the pop monsters, these summons are also unable to gain any new levels, but their restrictions are somewhat more severe compared to custom NPCs. For while Cocytus could learn and adapt, come up with new strategies, and develop his knowledge and wisdom, all things Ainz was very happy about, Henry had some problems with her own goblins. For while they could, of course, remember Henry, the villagers, and build relationships with them, while they could carry out tasks such as patrolling, guard duty, and even directing an army later on, the goblins Henry had summoned can't learn anything new. And we have a concrete example for all of this, back when the Forest of Top was highly dangerous, and even collecting some herbs at the edges of it was quite risky. It had been suggested that the goblins, who were far better fighters than Henry, could just travel to the forest alone, quickly harvest some herbs, and then get out. This strategy, especially on Wolfback, would have undoubtedly be quite effective. But here's the thing, No matter how often Henry and Tenfiri had shown the goblin troops the herbs that they were searching for, they could not remember them for more than a few hours, because they could not gain any new levels. And since leveling up in the New World works similar to Skyrim, where you improve your one-handed skill by doing one-handed things, the goblins could not level up and therefore not learn anything new, because that would eventually lead to them gaining a new level, which again they could not do. While in contrast to this, for example the Hobgoblin that had been saved by Inferior and the goblin troop does not suffer from such restrictions. Now this does not mean that the goblins could not be instructed to grab that herb over there, or dig a hole here, or carry some logs. But if they are instructed, they also have to be supervised in order for them to complete their tasks. And with that said, I say thank you very much for watching. Be sure to let me know your thoughts about the NPCs down in the comment section. And as usual, I say my special thanks to Ada Daddy Ada, Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Thirwal Shivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K. Long, Legendarius, Lelouch Britannia Whippy Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Love Razor, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, Oh Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Cune Karakos P, Shergox is Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rag Ed Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Xenokai and Zonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day and I hope to see you again all on my next video.